Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Daniela. Thank you so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to be doing this beautiful blue look, and the main focus of this video is going to be the look. So I'm going to skip the whole face makeup and everything and just get straight to the eyes. So if you guys would like to see this, then please keep on watching. To get started off with, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids, and I'm gonna be taking the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Porcelain, and I'm just gonna dab a little bit on there, and I'm gonna take my Morphe Y15 brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that concealer all over my lid. So like I had mentioned, the whole purpose of this video is just focusing on the eyeshadow look, but I will mention all the products that I use down below in the description. Basically, it's the same thing that I used in the previous video. Once I get more products, more foundations and stuff to test out, then I will be doing more dedicated videos with my full face. But since I use the same thing every day and I don't have a lot of different products, I'm just gonna skip that for now and just focus on eyeshadow looks. Okay, so once that is blended in, again, like last time, I'm not gonna set this because I like a tacky base so that the eyeshadow pigments can stick to the lid. So today I'm going to be taking the Morphe X James Charles palette, and I'm going to take this blue shade right here, and I'm going to pack that in with a Morphe E17 brush. So actually, this is my second time making this video. Earlier I had attempted to make this video, but there was too much noise going on, so I decided to refilm, and yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start packing this on. Okay, once it looks crazy like this, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the excess just on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go ahead and start buffing out those edges and blending it out. And the key here is to just blend, blend, blend. Make sure that there's no harsh lines anywhere. So right now it looks very unblended, but we'll get to the top part. So I'm just gonna do the same thing that I've done to this eye, Okay, so it's gonna look like this for now, but now I'm gonna take a clean eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna be taking the Morphe M330 brush, and I'm gonna take this and diffuse the edges up here and try to blend it into my brow. Okay, so same thing to this eye. Okay, so it's not completely blended out, but we're gonna keep working towards that seamless blend. But I would like to start packing on that shade once more to build up the intensity of that color. Just taking that same shadow, and I'm gonna intensify it just a bit more, because then I'm gonna go in with the darker shade and smoke it out. And I'm going to bring it a little bit inwards because I'm going to be doing a cut crease. And now I'm going to go back in with that M330 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and diffuse the edges. Trying to just focus on diffusing the edges and not so much removing the pigment from here. So because I had done this look earlier, I had made some mistakes in regards to how it looked, and I wasn't completely satisfied with how it looked. So I'm glad I'm refilming this and getting a second chance to do this look. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deepen up. Oh my god, I can't speak. I'm gonna deepen up the outer crease here, just a little bit. And I'm gonna be using the Morphe M321 brush. And still using the James Charles palette, I'm going to be using this darker shade here. I'm going to go ahead and just place it right in there. I don't want to overpower the look with just this shade, so I'm going to do my best to just keep it in the general outer V region, just to give it that little smoke and little oomph. And before I blend it out, I'm going to do the same thing to this eye. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the original Morphe brush, the E17 brush, and the other blue shade that I've already been using, and I'm going to start blending the two together, buffing out the edges of the outer corner here, and making sure the two blend nice and good together. And taking the M330 and buffing out this edge here. Okay, so here's the difference between the two. So doing the same thing to the other eye. And one thing you'll notice is that one eye always picks up more pigment than the other eye, and that's totally normal. I experienced that with this eye compared to this eye. I feel like this eye always comes out darker than this one, but I do my absolute best to get them as even as possible. Anyways, so just blending, 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 that's the key here. Okay, so far I really like this, and I'm gonna be a little risky, which I might regret later, but I think I'm gonna smoke it out just a little bit more, and I'm gonna use the black shade in the palette. I think I'm gonna regret this later, but you know, that's the fun in makeup. Just going with the flow. Okay, so for the black eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking a Morphe brush. It's a dual-ended one. I'm going to be using this side. I know it's not ideal, but I just want to just right here, you know, kind of like a faux liner, if you will. So I'm just going to pick up that black shade, very, very little product. And I'm gonna just place it right in here. So you can't really see it, and that's fine because you don't want to go too heavy-handed, because with black, if you put too much at first, then you just mess up the whole look. So you just want to slowly build up that pigment with the black. I think for now that's enough for me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the M321 brush with the darker blue shade that I have in the outer V, and I'm gonna mix and blend those two colors together, so the black and the blue. So there's a little bit of a difference there between this eye and this eye. It's not what I was expecting it to look like, but that's okay. So now I'm taking the E17 with the lighter blue shade, and I'm gonna just blend those three colors together now. Alright, so I'm gonna do just the same thing I did to this eye to this eye. Okay, so now that I've done the blending and all of that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease just a little bit, just to clean up the lid to have the lighter blue shade stay. So I'm gonna take the Crown brush in Oval Concealer, and the same concealer I use, and slowly cut out my crease, slowly. So I'm going to try to duplicate this to this eye. Okay, so I would say that they're decently even. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, please hold, Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I'm going to take the shade Brain Freeze, so this baby blue shade right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the same concealer brush to pack this shade on the lid. Alright, so this is what it looks like with that baby blue packed onto the lid. Okay, so now what is missing is the blend between the lid shade and the outer corner. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, great. So I'm going to do the lower lash line. I'm going to take the dark blue shade from the Morphe X James Charles palette. I'm going to start to smoke it underneath the lash line. You always want your under eye shadow to meet your upper, just so there's no like line right here. Like I said, I never do the all the way to the front because I do have small eyes, so that's not really ideal for my eye shape. Now I'm going to take the lighter blue shade from the Morphe X James Charles palette, And I'm gonna diffuse the edges and blend it some more. Again, blending to the top. Alright, so this looks crazy right now, but it'll come together after I'm done with everything. So now what's missing is an inner corner highlight. So taking my Morphe M507 brush, and I'm gonna take the shade right here from the Morphe X James Charles, and I'm going to pack it in my inner corner. Like I said, there's always a huge difference between the two. And for this particular look, since I left this gap empty, I'm gonna go ahead and put that same shade all the way down here as well. Alright, so I'm gonna repeat it to this eye. Alright, so here's what it looks like with the inner corner highlight. I think it looks pretty good so far. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tightline up here with my LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in the shade black, of course. Ooh. And now I'm gonna take the Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Mascara, and just do a thin coating. And I just got mascara right there. So I'm gonna let it dry, and then with the Q-tip, it'll just flake off. Now I'm gonna do the lower lash line. Alright, so now that I've coated the lashes, I'm gonna go ahead and put some false lashes on. And I'm taking the KMYNX lashes. I think this is the style P07. I honestly don't know. I'll just leave it on the description below. And I'm going to be using the Duo Clear Lash Adhesive. Now I just gotta let them dry. A good trick when your lash band is stiff and you're trying to put on the lashes, you want to take it and just move it like this, and it'll make it like more circular, more bendy, and this will help out a lot. Alright, so once they're dry, I'm gonna go ahead and place them. Alright, one eye on. I'm gonna do the next eye. Well, while those are drying, I'm gonna be doing my lips. So since today's look is very dramatic in the eyes, the lips need to be somewhat neutral. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the Artist Couture Plush Pout, I believe they're called, in the shade Uncensored 2.0. It's this really pretty nude shade. I think this is one of my absolute favorite lip glosses out there. Like, look at how perfect that shade is. And no stickiness, none of that. Okay, so my lash looks dry now, so I'm gonna go ahead and place that. I actually just bought these lashes and I'm obsessed with them. Alright, you guys, here is the completed look. I'm really loving this blue look. I think it turned out really good. And like I had mentioned earlier, I will be leaving all the products that I use down below in the description. Also, just wanted to remind you guys to like and subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already. And go ahead and turn on the post notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. You don't want to miss out, and I'm going to be posting, hopefully, and I'm going to be trying to post every single Saturday, so be on the lookout for new videos coming soon. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave them below in the comments, and I will do my best to fulfill your suggestions. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.